All right, Smell Good family, before we get started with today's video, this video is brought to you by my friends over at Yom and Leil. All right, so we're back with, we'll see, is it another banger, is it another heater? All right, but we are back with something new over at Yom and Leil. But before we get the proceedings proceeded, all right, if that makes any sense, just want to remind you guys of the free 10 ml code that you can access with a purchase of $84.99 or higher over at Yom and Leil. All right, so it's just something really for you guys. All right, so if you make some purchases from Yom and Leil and there's something that you're interested in but you're just not quite sure if you want to spend your money on that, that's where that 10 ml comes into play. All right, but you got to use the code down in the description. You hit the code and the link in the description. You hit that link, it'll take you straight there. Do your shopping, get your free 10 ml, and then you'll be able to cash out. And then at the cash out, use Dedrick 10, and it'll take that 10 ml and make it free. All right, so feel the need to just kind of always say that, because several of you guys hit me up and say, hey, the code ain't working, the code ain't working. Yes, it is. You got to hit the link in the description and Dedrick 10 at cash out. All right, so before we get, hey, the hoodie raw, man, shout out to Chris Classic. I know we're talking Yom and Leil, but shout out to Chris Classic, the fragrance department. Got my hoodies in, just really dope, man. I might wear this hoodie a lot in upcoming videos. Good quality, savoir faire, the fragrance department, Chris Classic. Somebody say this is Chris Classic, man. Let them know we supporting and we repping, man, for sure. All right, so let's get started with today's video. YouTube, what's going on, YouTube? What is going on? What is happening, man? Of course, it's your guy one more time, DEDRICKHICKSJR, and I'm back with another fragrance video. Smell Good family. Hopefully everyone is doing well, doing great, doing fantastic. And as always, man, it's positive energy, it's positive vibes, and most importantly, it is positive vibes only. All right, so today, Smell Good family, we are back with more from Yom and Leil. Brand new release. I think this is their latest release. I believe that it is. Yes, I think it is their latest release. All right, so I haven't smelled it yet, but they are daring to go down this road yet again. All right, so we have an inspired take from the House of Argos today. And today we're going to be talking about, this is titled Light of Faith. Light of Faith. All right, look at that beautiful juice color there. And this is their take on, get that in focus. All right, this is their take on Argos's Sacred Flame. So let me tell you about Sacred Flame for just a little bit. That is a banger, gorgeous fragrance, man. Very sweet, spicy, buttery presentation with the fragrance. Just really well done. A lot of love for Sacred Flame, and Yom and Leil is daring to be great to try their hand at, you know, creating this, honestly, man. So the House of Argos has some amazing fragrances, and to see an inspired take on one of the most popular is going to be an experience for sure. All right, so looking forward to seeing what it's all about, giving you guys my first true thoughts, and without further ado, let's get to it. All right, so we have Light of Faith. All right, that's supposed to be Sacred Flame. All right, so let's go ahead and get a spray on my left hand. Get a spray in the air. So initially in the air, this smells fantastic. But I notice differences already with the opening in the air with Light of Faith and Sacred Flame. It's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. This smells very good in the air. You have your sweetness here, very smooth texture. The fruity, kind of slightly spicy nature in the air is very present off what I'm smelling right now. And it smells fantastic. It smells really good. Is it Sacred Flame in the air? It's reminding me of Sacred Flame in the air. Is it a one-to-one? Not in the air, it's not. Not in the air. It's not a 1-to-1, but let's see what we get on skin, okay? Yes, very reminiscent to Sacred Flame. This is something where if like this was like the EDP version of Sacred, because I believe the original Sacred Flame is an extrait. This seems like this could go for like if it was an EDP version of the fragrance. Why am I saying that? The quality's there. The robust texture here, very smooth, the fruity, slightly spicy. It smells really, really good. But what's noticeable for me in the original Sacred Flame is how punchy the peach is. The peach is very prominent and very present in Sacred Flame, like in your face, fruity, beautiful, almost slightly boozy, peachy sensation that you get. Here, yeah, I do get peach, but it's not strong. It's not a strong in your face style of peach, all right? And there goes my extrait to kind of EDP, even though this is an extrait de parfum. This is an extrait, but just going back off the original DNA. And I don't want to confuse anyone, because if you smell Sacred Flame, you know how much that peach, that fruity peach really stands out. That boozy, peachy, just presentation is there. The fruity side of this is toned down a bit. It's not as fruity as Sacred Flame, and I ain't gonna lie, I like that. I like that. Now, again, we're moving away from Sacred Flame and we're gonna focus on Light of Faith. Before we do that, how close it is to Sacred Flame? I'm gonna say it's in that 85 percentile range. Not a 1-to-1, but I can already tell you that I appreciate how dialed back the fruitiness is, and more of the woods and the spices are up front with this one. And all I can think of is if Sacred Flame had an EDP, this would be it. Like this, if Argos put out an EDP version of Sacred Flame, it probably would be in this range. It's kind of like this one is toned down a bit. Still very good, really good quality, really nice blend here. Yeah, you get that almost kind of like that caramelized texture in here, battling with the spices in the woods. The fruity peachy punch is not as prominent as I stated earlier, but this one is a very, very good fragrance for the cooler and colder months for sure. I just like what it's doing. Don't get me wrong, when I say it's a little bit toned down, no, it's still present. Like, I don't know if you can get the oil sheen on my hand, but it's there. It's very present, it's very in your face, and for what you get with what you pay for over at Yom and Leil, again, I don't know if the Yom and Leil team, something's going on. Like, their blends are getting better and better and better. And quite honestly, as I'm like maneuvering my hand, this could be like a standalone fragrance. Somebody will smell it and be like, yeah, this makes me think of Sacred Flame from Argos. But quite honestly, like, this could go into like, this could be like an original for Yom and Leil, like in the vein. Again, remind you of Sacred Flame, that Stronger With You style of DNA, that Azaro, the Most Wanted style DNA. Yeah, I'm getting more of a woodsy presence, getting some fruitiness, not as much as, like I said, that you get in the original. Some spices. I think this is really nice. I think this is really nice. And it could almost be a standalone. It could almost be a standalone. Again, not a 1-to-1 to Sacred Flame. If that's what you're looking for, a 99.99, you can't create a 99.99 take on anything. Yom and Leil fragrances, they get really close to the originals. This one, like I said, is in that 85% range, because I know someone's going to ask me. Sweet, woody, rich, bold, thick texture. I would be shocked if this is not a crazy performer. But again, how close is it to Sacred Flame? It's not a 1-to-1. It's in the 85% range. And a lot of Yom and Leil fragrances, once you spray them and get some air in them and they macerate, which either way you're going, they do tend to continue to develop and take on more of the characteristics of, you know, what they were intended to be. So keep that in mind as well. But let's go to the note breakdown of Light of Faith. All right, let's see what we get. All right, so according to Yom and Leil's note breakdown, and we're going to pull up Sacred Flames as well. But top notes: peach, ginger, tangerine, grapefruit, bergamot, clove, and pepper. In the mid, cinnamon, rose, patchouli, jasmine, tuberose, violet, orris, and bark. Okay. In the base, amber, vanilla, benzoin, sandalwood, tonka bean, opopanax, cashmere, and vetiver. So that citrus with tangerine, grapefruit, and bergamot didn't get a big push on it. The peach vibe is here. Yes, it is definitely here. Notes that stand out: yes, the cinnamon, the tonka, the vanilla, the woody elements of this fragrance, like the vetiver and the sandalwood and the cashmere, and they are really what this fragrance is about. So for kicks and giggles, let's see what we get with Sacred Flame and how close. I mean, it looked like it's well, the note breakdowns are usually similar, very similar. But let's see what we get. All right, so here we are. Main accords for Sacred Flame from Argos: sweet, spicy, woody, fruity, and smoky. Top notes: bergamot, peach, pepper tree, clove, tangerine, ginger, and grapefruit. In the heart, patchouli, violet, cinnamon, iris, jasmine, rose, and tuberose. In the base, vanilla, sandalwood, amber, vetiver, benzoin, cashmere wood, opopanax, and tonka bean. So very similar, if not identical, to Sacred Flame. So to kind of wrap up this video with my initial thoughts of Light of Faith, this is really, really good. A lot of people are going to love this. A lot of people are going to wear the hell out of this fragrance in the cooler and the colder months. Winter is coming. For some of y'all, winter is here. And this is going to work wonders. Date night, fun night out, family event in general. You could definitely dress this up. You can dress this down a bit as well. It's a cozy scent. Got a comforting vibe to it. Again, fruity, sweet, woody. The spicy nature of the fragrance is starting to kind of tone itself down a bit. And in comparison to Sacred Flame, it is around that 85% angle. I do like this. This could be a standalone. I really believe that. If Yom and Leil want to say, hey, this is a new original, they could have. I really believe that this is something that, like I said, the Stronger With You DNA, the Azzaro the Most Wanted DNA, like this is the vein that it's in. You know what I mean? So again, it's worth trying for sure. In the ballpark of Sacred Flame, not, like I said, not a 1-to-1. It's going to remind you of Sacred Flame for sure. The note breakdown is identical, but there are some subtle differences between Light of Faith and Sacred Flame. And again, I stand 10 toes down. Yom and Leil, they do it the best. They do it the best. Anything inspired take out there that they have to offer, I think it's worth getting your nose on. Now, are they hitting everything out of the park, home run, 10 out of 10? No, like they have their misses too. They have their misses too. But for the majority of what I've smelled and experienced from Yom and Leil, they be on the money, and the experiences are really, really good. The quality and the blends are excellent. The blends are getting better and better and better when I try these fragrances, and they do a really good job. The quality of the bottle and the presentation with the box, everything is just very, very, very nice from Yom and Leil. And for what you pay versus what you get, I mean, these fragrances, honestly, 100 ml is $84.99. You got discovery sets that I recommend. You got 30 mls. These bottles, honestly, with what you get, they should be more. And I'm not trying to give them no ideas, but they should cost more. Like, this smells phenomenal. If I'd never smelled Sacred Flame and I never smelled anything reminiscent of this style of DNA, like this would sell out immediately if it hasn't already. because of the profile. Easy to wear, fruity, sweet, woody, slight spice hinge that is really starting to kind of really tone all the way down. A lot of people are going to appreciate this. And Argos fragrances are very expensive. I mean, you get what you pay for with Argos, no doubt about it. But I get the vibe, like, look, I'm just not trying to spend that kind of money, but I still want to smell great and I still want to have an experience. Well, here you go. It's going to get you very close to the profile and DNA, yes. But the quality and experience from the fragrance is going to supersede that. I'm going to say that again. The experience that you get is going to supersede, like, how close is it to Sacred Flame? That's not going to be the topic when you smell this. The conversation is going to be, this smells phenomenal. Oh my God. Like, that's what's going to be said from a lot of you guys. And don't take my word for it. Please don't. Do not take my word for it. I've been talking about Yom and Leil for a couple of years now. Y'all know how I feel about it if you've been around for a while. See for yourself. Get that discovery set. Get that free 10 ml. Do whatever you got to do to experience it and see this for you. There have been people who came to me and said, hey, Yom and Leil, it ain't it, bro. They're not for me. I'm going to rock with Duo. I'm going to rock with Alexandra. I'm going to work with blah, 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 blah. Cool. Everything ain't for everybody. But I will tell you this. There have been way more people to hit me up and say, yo, I'm rocking with Yom and Leil versus people who said that they're not. Way more. Way more. But see for yourself. This is a good fragrance. In the ballpark. Very well blended. Mass appealing. Fun. People are going to enjoy this fragrance. So I definitely recommend tapping in, getting a sample, and seeing what you think. For sure. All right. So from the house of Yom and Leil, we have Light of Faith. And Light of Faith is their take on Argos' Sacred Flame. Sacred Flame. All right. So y'all let me know how many of you have tried Light of Faith. How many of you have compared it to Sacred Flame? What are your thoughts? What are you thinking? How many of you love Yom and Leil? How many of you don't like Yom and Leil? How many of you, have had great experiences, so forth and so on? Let me know down below in the comments. I love to hear, I love to read your guys' comments and seeing what you guys are thinking. And don't forget to take advantage of that free 10 ml. Spend up to $84.99. I recommend the discovery sets. That's what I recommend. Get you a couple discovery sets, see for yourself. Get your free 10 ml. And then if you want to commit to a full bottle or 30 ml, then go about it that way. But again, don't take my word for it. Matter of fact, don't listen to anything I say in this video. If I gave you the idea and you're interested, move on that and see for yourself. Please. All right, y'all. Until next time, be cool. Be safe. Take care of yourselves. It's positive energy. It's positive vibes. It's positive vibes only. Appreciate the love and support as always. You got to splack up, baby. You got to splack it down. You got to splack that thing all around. And remember, what you put onto this world is exactly what you are going to get back. All right. Peace, baby. Hey, Chris Classic. The hoodie fire, bro. The fragrance department. I'm going to do some more detail. They got messages on the back that I love. Support black perfumers, creators, content creators. Just really, really dope what Savoir Faire is doing. Just really, really salute to Chris Class. I'm wearing a hoodie, so want to show love. All right. Peace, y'all. Till next time. Splacker. I ain't did it like that in a while. I'll be like, splacker.